The market is crashing. Homes aren't selling. It's 2008 all over again. I've heard this stuff every single day for the past 3 months. But is any of it actually true? Today, I'm going to show you what the real data says. Hi everyone, I'm a California Realtor, and today I'm sharing something critical with you. This isn't my opinion or my feelings about the market. Everything I'm about to tell you comes directly from the National Association of Realtors, Redfin, and the California Association of Realtors. Why does this matter? Because right now, your clients are scared. They're asking you every day, should I buy now or wait? Should I sell before the market crashes? As real estate professionals, we have a responsibility to cut through the noise and give our clients the facts. Over the next 5 episodes, we're going to analyze 4 critical market indicators: housing inventory, days on market, sale prices, and foreclosure rates. Let's start with what got everyone panicking. The CEO of Redfin made a public statement that sent shockwaves through the industry. Here's exactly what he said. I don't think there's been this level of canceled sales since 2013. There hasn't been this ratio of buyers to sellers since the end of the Great Financial Crisis. We just have way more sellers out there than buyers right now. That sounds terrifying, right? But let's look at what the actual numbers tell us. In August 2025, the contract cancellation rate hit 15.1%. In September, it was 15%. These are the highest cancellation rates on record. Additionally, current market data shows there are approximately 500,000 more sellers than buyers actively in the market right now. So yes, the CEO's statement is factually accurate. But here's what most people miss. High cancellation rates do not automatically mean the market is crashing. They typically happen for 3 main reasons. First, buyers are finding issues during inspections and walking away because they have other options. Second, buyers are having financing problems. And third, buyers are simply changing their minds because they're not desperate anymore. What this really shows us is that we're in a buyer's market. And that's very different from a crashing market. Before we can determine if today's market is abnormal, we need to establish what normal actually looks like. Let me show you 3 different time periods. First, 2019, which was pre-pandemic and represents a normal, healthy, balanced real estate market. In 2019, housing inventory averaged between 4 and 5 months of supply. Days on market ranged from 53 to 82 days. The sale-to-list price ratio was 98 to 99%. And foreclosure rates were around 136,000 properties per quarter nationwide. Now let's look at 2021, the pandemic peak. This was absolutely crazy. Housing inventory dropped below 2 months. Days on market fell to just 10 to 20 days. The sale-to-list price ratio jumped to 103%, meaning homes were regularly selling above asking price. Finally, let's look at 2008, the actual crash. Housing inventory exploded to over 11 months of supply. Days on market exceeded 90 days. The sale-to-list ratio dropped to 90 to 92%, and foreclosure rates were at 400,000 to 900,000 properties per month, not per quarter. Here's what you need to understand. 2021 was not normal. That was an anomaly. A lot of people got spoiled by those 2 years and started thinking that homes should sell in 3 days with bidding wars. That's not how real estate normally works. Now let's examine where we actually are right now, using August and September 2025 data. Housing inventory in August 2025 is at 4.6 months of supply, according to NAR. This is within the normal range. It's slightly higher than August 2024, but nowhere close to the 11+ months we saw in 2008. Days on market nationally is averaging around 60 to 62 days. Again, this falls squarely within the normal range. Yes, it's dramatically slower than 2021, but it's almost identical to 2019. The sale-to-list price ratio is currently at 99%. This means homes are still selling very close to asking price. Sellers are only coming down about 1% on average. In 2008, this ratio was at 90%. We're not there. Foreclosure rates are at approximately 101,500 properties for Q3 2025. Yes, this is up 17% from last year, but we're actually still below the normal 2019 levels. Compared to 2008, we're not even in the same universe. So here's the bottom line. Is the market cooling? Absolutely, yes. Are we returning from an overheated market to normal? Yes. Is the market crashing? No. The data simply doesn't support that conclusion. Now let's talk specifically about California. According to the California Association of Realtors, the statewide median home price in September 2025 was $883,640, up 1.8% from September 2024. Sales volume even increased 6.6% year over year. In Southern California, LA County prices are hovering around $800,000, and Orange County is approaching $1 million. The Bay Area remains extremely expensive, with San Francisco's median price at $1.5 million, up 4.1% from last year. Sacramento is the only major market showing a price decline, down 1.8%. But get this. Inventory in Sacramento surged 46%, yet prices only dropped a tiny 1.8%. That's not a collapse. That's a modest adjustment. A critical note for California, though, is the home insurance crisis. Companies are canceling policies everywhere, so this is something we must address in every buyer consultation. So, is the California housing market crashing? Based on the actual data, the answer is no. Are we cooling down? Yes. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. For buyers, this might be your best opportunity in years. You have more choices, more negotiating power, and less competition. For sellers, realistic pricing is more important now than it has been in a long time. And for all of us as real estate professionals, we need to lead with data, not emotions. In the next episode, I'm going to dive deep into housing inventory. I will show you exactly why 4.6 months of inventory is actually good news and where the real opportunities are hiding. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.